One of the biggest events in rollerblading, Winterclash, is just around the corner. It will be taking place once again in Area 51 skate park in Eindhoven, and there are a lot of things to get excited about. In this video, I'm going to run through some of them so you can get just as hyped as I am. Unless you've been living under a rock for the past 12 months, you'll be well aware of Standard Skate Co. They have been teasing the Omni now for quite some time. There's been a lot of hype, there's been some incredible marketing, and the branding is absolutely amazing. They recently announced the team, which consists of Yandriel Silverio, Brian Moyse,
Brian Moyse,
and Stefan Brando. And at Winterclash, they're going to have a booth, and it's going to be the first time that people on a large scale will get to see the skate in real life and try it on. At this point, it started appearing in shops. It's appeared in some shops in Asia. Won't be long before it's appearing in shops everywhere else. People who've put in their pre-order have started to get it, but this will be the first time that people will see it on this kind of scale in Europe. They'll get to try it on, they'll get to feel it. They'll also get to see the skaters riding it, because I know for a fact that Stefan Brando's going to be there. Hopefully there's going to be other team members there as well. Law's going to be there having a trade show, so I think this will be a really good tester to see how the public reacts to it now that it's out in the wild. And it's basically the moment of truth for the new brand. You know, will people fall in love with it? Will it become this new hyped skate like the 908 and the 909 was for them skates? So yeah, I think Standard are going to be one of the big talking points of Winterclash 2024. Another brand that are certain to be a huge talking point of Winterclash 2024 are Echo Skates. Echo announced that they're going to have a stand at Winterclash 2024, no doubt where they're going to be showing off their new skate. Echo Skates is a sub-company of Stateside Skates, which has previously released the Anarchy brand. Anarchy was known as being a more kind of budget, introductory skate, kind of beginner friendly, and they've made quite a few skates over the years, but the core market of rollerblading never really took to it. It was kind of considered to be like cheap and a little bit infantile, and there was this kind of drama between Powerslide and Anarchy skates where the Michel Prado Pro skate and an Anarchy prototype that was floating around was essentially the same skate. It turned out that Powerslide had designed the cuff and the sole plate, had this Chinese manufacturer, things didn't work out well, and then the Chinese manufacturer allowed Anarchy to make a prototype with it. Neither Powerslide or Anarchy went ahead with the skate. Echo Skates are saying that this new skate that they're going to release is nothing like the Anarchy prototype that was floating around. So it'll be really interesting to see what happens, what the skate's going to look like, whether it's going to be a new mold or an existing one, maybe a famous one from the 90s, who knows. Also, will they announce a team at Winterclash? Will there be people riding the skates there in the competition?
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
38.
Again, I think there's going to be a lot of discussion about Echo Skates at Winterclash. Will it be good? Will it be bad? That remains to be seen. And one of the staples at Winterclash in the past few years has been Night at the Movies. There's been one with Alex Brosco, which was absolutely incredible. I hosted one with Brian Aragon, which the roof just went off the place. People were screaming and shouting. Brian Aragon got so emotional that he broke down in tears on the stage. And this year they've got Brian Shima. That is right, the Shiminator is going to be going through some of his most iconic sections, and that is quite a list to pick from because he has got a huge backlist of iconic video parts. There's the USD team video, Coup d'etat, there's Mind Game, Brain Fear Gone, there's 4x4 Leading the Blind, 4x4 Drip Drop, Razors Uncloned, Killer Boots, What Do You Believe In, going all the way up to 666 section for SSM. If anything, I worry that a night is not going to be enough. You could literally have 3 consecutive nights talking about Brian Shima's iconic video sections and all the stories associated with them, and it still probably wouldn't be enough time. The event is going to be hosted by Freddie White. I'm sure he'll do an absolutely incredible job. Everyone loves Brian Shima. He's one of the most iconic, legendary skaters of all time. So if you can, make sure you get along to that event. The tickets always sell out early. It is always flooded. So get to the reception at Area 51 Skate Park. Pick yourself up a ticket.
Anything to say after that, Brian?
Fuck this place.
And last year's winner of the Winterclash Pro Men's event, Julien Cudot, will be back to defend his title. Julien Cudot has had a phenomenal run in recent years. It feels like he's won every major competition he's entered. He has got so many first places to his name in the past 12 months. It is unbelievable. After winning Winterclash last year, he won the Lyon Open, he won 2 FIS events, he won an NL contest, the Inline Cup, the Pro Bowl Marseille, the London Jam, the Frankie Morales International and the Carriers Open. In fact, the only major competition I can think of that Julien Cudot didn't win in the last 12 months was Bitter Cold Showdown, and then he came second. On top of that, he's also been releasing video parts and he released a documentary. I think Julien's basically just trying to prove that he is one of the absolute best in the world, as if that was ever in any question whatsoever. Now, last year Julien claimed that he was the first person to win Winterclash 3 times. That wasn't actually true. Friedrich Reich has won it 3 times in the women's event, and Chihiro Azuma has also won it 3 times, and she won it for the 3rd time the same year that Julien won it 3 times. So he could come back and win it for a 4th time. Julien, when he is on top form, when he's not falling, is pretty much unstoppable. He is very, very difficult to beat. The big question is there going to be anyone at Winterclash 2024 that can level up, that can do one better than him? That is a very tall order. We're midway through the video. I just want to give a giant shout out to my Patreon supporters. They are listed on the screen now. If you like this video and want to see more videos like this, there's a ton of them up on the Patreon account. You can join for as little as £3 a month. You'd be helping me out and you'd get some extra media. Win-win. Now, Winterclash is not like many competitions. Most competitions you go to, unless you're one of the people competing in it, you're just a spectator, there's not a lot to do. Some comps have trade shows, you can hang out with your friends, you can drink beer. That is pretty much it. At Winterclash, there's so much going on. There's a panel that's yet to be announced that I'll be hosting. And on top of that, Winterclash are actually running 2 events that even if you don't put skates on your feet, you can win. The first one is the best sign competition. If you've been to Winterclash, you'll know that that's a staple of the events. People always put up funny, creative, original signs, and it just kind of adds to the old atmosphere and gives it this kind of party vibe. This year, Winterclash are offering a competition for the best or most creative sign. If you win, you and your friends get free entry into Winterclash next year, and you get a huge round of drinks. So, can't hurt to throw up one, make a little sign with your friends, get a little bit of art attack going on, and see if you can snag yourself some tickets and some beers. The second competition is for the best reel. Now, this is probably going to lean itself more to people with a video and editing history or expertise, and if you come up with the best one, the one that gets the most kind of traction, the most likes, or that Winterclash like the most, you get free flights to Winterclash next year, free accommodation and free entry. So basically, in 2025, you're getting a free trip to Winterclash if you come up with the best reel. If that's not incentive to get filming and editing, I don't know what is. And some excellent news that hasn't been announced yet is that some of the Jumbo guys are going to be there.
Howdy, welcome back to Jumbo.
That's right, Rollerblading's favourite TV series. Some of the guys are going to be in attendance. You're going to have Mick Casals, Cody Sanders, Heath Burley and Michael Kraft. If that's not incentive to go, I don't know what is. Also, I've spoken to Cody and he says that he's going to be filming all over the weekend and trying to make a kind of special Jumbo Winterclash episode. So if you love the show and you want to be in it, now's your chance. There is some bad news about Winterclash 2024. There's going to be no Hang Losers Bowl contest on the Thursday night.
Boo this man!
Whoa, 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 don't shout at me. It's not my fault. The infamous event, which normally opens Winterclash and is just carnage from beginning to end. There's bodies flying everywhere, people doing flips and airs and huge stalls. It's not going to take place, and that's a great shame because it's one of the main highlights for a lot of people in the weekend. And on top of that, the person who wins normally gets 100 beer tokens, so people usually flood the bar and it turns into an even bigger party after that. Basically, the guys just didn't have the time to dedicate to it this year. Hopefully it will return next year, but I've had an idea for something in its place. Tom Moyse, you listening?
All right.
Tom, what do you say? You and me, game of Blade on the street course, and the loser has to do a trick in the park in their underwear. Go on, be a good laugh. What do you say? You don't have to make a decision now. Think about it. There's loads of things to look forward to at Winterclash 2024. Some of it's been announced, some of it's not been announced. Let me know what you're looking forward to the most, and if you want to see me and Tom play a game of Blade on the street course, leave a comment below.